promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Straight right just misses. Just misses with that jab. Lands the jab. Nice counter shot. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but it's not running around all along.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with the jabs. Here's a counter shot. Quick punch scores. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Zhukan in that last round. Here we go, it's round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which fighter will say no mas? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Zhukan in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fighter, Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice exchange here from both men. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Beautiful counter shot. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that jab. They exchange punches. Two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jukan in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell sometimes...
Time for the 5th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Counter punch. Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab won't score. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punching. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Catch and shoot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That jab misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Zhukan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt. Look.
On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
One punch could change everything in this battle. A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice job by him to block that jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Zhukan in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second,
Here comes round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Straight right just misses. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jukan in that last round.
I needed to switch back.
And there's the bell for round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Nice counter shot. Punch caught him clean. And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
I've got to see that again.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout